All right, guys, we are here for a very, very special edition of the randomizer. We're doing it late afternoon. I have the man, the myth, the legend, Ian Harditz, joining us today. We are going to do our second randomizer draft ever. And at the end of the show, we are going to do our drawing for the randomizer box owners to be a featured guest on the show. We'll schedule that date. So you have approximately about 50 minutes left. If you want to get your name on the wheel, the link's down below. Get a randomizer box. It includes stuff for your dog, as I learned this week, $25 on Underdog, lots of drinking paraphernalia, all that good stuff. I think it's about time to do a draft with Ian. Let's do this.
He's the worst host I've ever seen in my life.
Tell me what to start typing. That's not low-key thick. That's high-key thick. Matthew Berry's 101 is Logan Thomas. Wow. You're in post-production on a character named Montgomery Rush. David Montgomery the Rusher?
How the fuck did you do that?
Are you a Jimmy G girl?
Yes!
Ian Harditz, welcome back to the randomizer, my friend.
Great to be back, man. Love seeing us jamming out to Jeezy right there in the intro after we snagged Drew Lock last year.
Yeah, I recorded that randomizer. I was at my in-laws' house for that one. I remember I got a cooler of Modelo's to bring up to the room because I didn't want them to judge me going to the fridge throughout the show. And yeah, I remember you and me rocking out to a little Jeezy and talking about Drew Lock. And based on your name here, it doesn't seem like much has changed.
No, man. Excuse me for liking entertainment, and Drew Lock I think is as fun to watch for better and for worse as just about anybody out there. Look, you might not think the guy should be the future of the Denver Broncos, but when you hear on Red Zone that something happened with Drew Lock, you look.
Yeah, and Ian, you're probably way too nice to blow up my spot like this, so I'll blow up my own spot. You had posted what I later learned to be a joke video on Twitter of a guy that looked a lot like Drew Lock being incredibly good at like some sport version of rollerblading. And I was reading the comments and I legitimately got duped, and I was going to put it in the newsletter, but there was just an inkling inside me that was like, this seems too weird. And I couldn't find anything else about it. I DM you. I was like, Ian, what's the deal with Drew Lock doing this rollerblade? You're like, bro, it's just some random fucking dude.
It's been the off season of like more and more extreme, workouts and stuff. So I'm not super shocked, it even got you, but yeah, it was cracking me up, man. People were falling for it left and right. Got to be careful with these sometimes. I always tell people, like, whenever I put anything about sources in a tweet, it's complete bullshit, but it never ceases to get people, man.
Yeah, it's very good, and your Twitter is a very fun place for fantasy football fans. So I think we're going to get right to it here. I am going to share our screen. We are going to hop in this draft. I'm going to post the link in the Discord here. I saw someone asking, Joshua wants to be in this draft. I give the Discord members first crack at this. They get the first crack. If there's a couple extra spots, I will post the link here in the chat as well. Ian, have you been in the Underdog streets much?
Yeah, I haven't been too big in the puppy streets, but I'm still just firing away at the overall mania, man. It's fun though. I love these big tournaments because anytime my lineup just looks terrible, I can be like, you gotta be contrarian to try to take down one of these things. So it's kind of like a win-win.
Yeah, I know for those of you who have been doing the puppy draft, it's legit. I believe 96% filled. They just shut off all the slow drafts. There's only live drafts, so it'll finish here probably by the end of the night. And just absolutely incredible. I think it ended up being like 11 days. So I'm sure they will have another version of that out soon. Although I know they'd also like us to go hop in the bigger one, the Best Ball Mania. That one has $1 million and $1 up top. But Ian, it is officially hot best ball summer.
I hear you're now trying to do multiple games. Do you like my idea about doing it like chess, man? I've been watching the Queen's Gambit, and now I just keep having all these fantasy football related ideas to chess. And I just think that could, at a minimum, be a fire like 3 or 4 minute little video you send out.
Yeah, no, I mean, I mentioned last week, or I was on some shows, like when you post your draft board like midway through and you're at a decision point, that it feels very similar to a chess puzzle too. So I think there's lots of tie-ins here for best ball drafting and puzzles. It looks like we did fill here. I believe so. Yeah, filled. All right, yes. We finally have been blessed, Ian, with the 1-7, which means we'll have a little bit of room to breathe here. Were
Makes
you
sense.
nervous seeing some of the prompts in your mentions today?
I looked a little bit to start, and then I was starting to get a little shaky, so I decided to just take them as they come in. Saw a lot of helicopter borderline slander in there, but it's okay. We'll deal with the punches, and I think some mean Chris Herndon tweets too. So people, every time we hear about Chris Herndon falling down the depth chart, you don't need to at me. I see it, and it just hurts that much worse every time.
What was even the origin story of your Chris Herndon love? Because I associate with you, but not where I would be in your mentions every time I hear about Chris Herndon.
I went on every damn podcast I went on last summer. I could not get Herndon's name out of my mouth because his rookie freaking year, man, he was so efficient. He's on this list. I just pulled it up from an old tweet. 14 tight ends with 8+ yards per target. O.J. Howard, Doug Jolly, Mark Andrews, Antonio Gates, Gronk, Hunter Henry, Heath Miller, Aaron Hernandez, Jordan Reed, Ertz, Kittle, Clark, Graham, Crumpler, and Chris Herndon. And Adam Gase had to ruin it for us. So we'll see. I'm not giving up just yet, but he has not been many late round picks. I'll tell you that.
All right. This is a very obscure prompt that came in from KZ late today. How many national football championships has the University of Chicago had? That's your alma mater, right?
That's right. Go Maroons. I know we had the first Heisman winner, Jay Berwanger. Natty titles. I'm going to go with 3.
Okay. I need to pull up the chat now, or KZ can remind me in the draft because he did post the answer and I don't think I remembered what he said. I didn't even know. He said the answer is the answer is 2, 1905 and 1913.
World War II came around. They disbanded the damn program.
So there you go. And they do wear red uniforms. So we now must draft a player whose uniform is red. That honestly shouldn't be that hard.
No, we can get a Chief. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll do Chiefs. Kelsey is off the board. Nope, Tyreek Hill. They're already fucking with us right away.
Oh no.
Falcons, Calvin Ridley. Is that?
That has to count.
I mean they're what is it? One of their kits, their main kits. Maybe their away kits are primarily red.
I think Ridley's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's just
they should have red. Everyone used to have that black and red Mike Victor's.
Yes. This is come on. That's as red as it gets.
Yeah,
all right, we're good. We're good. All right.
People barking. No, that's Ridley. That's a great start. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. That one could have been harder at certain pockets of the draft. We can live with this. I did a ship chasing draft last night where Calvin Ridley unironically went at pick 5 or 6. So, I mean, we're doing fine.
Wide receiver 5. I mean, he's one of those guys that just doesn't have any sort of target competition, man. So I get it.
Let's do it. Okay. That one was pretty kind to us. No. Oh, you must pour one out and draft Duke Johnson folded hands.
Duke Johnson around too.
That was actually the emoji. I guess what I copied and pasted. I think I have a Bud Light in my fridge. Let me go get a Bud Light to pour out.
All right, fair enough. This is a good 312. I will say, people, 312. It's 4.2%. I feel a little soft when I drink it. I really enjoy it. Same thing with Big Wave. It's 4:30, so I should be, starting with something a little soft. But I don't know. I was hanging out at night, and I was like, why are my beers going from 6 to 8? And I realized because I'm drinking 4.2% beer. So,
yeah. So this, do you want to say a few words while I do the ceremonial pouring out here for Duke Johnson?
If you ever want to play me on Underdog or want to try to find me in the streets, my username is free Duke Johnson. Now, I did not mean please make Duke Johnson a free agent and nobody sign him. I just kind of wanted him to, I don't know, get a legit job. And, it's a shame that a lot of people don't realize the Miami Hurricanes all-time leading rusher isn't a 3-down running back. And that Hugh Jackson and Bill freaking O'Brien, of all people, had to ruin this guy's image. But God forbid, last year he finally missed a couple games. He has to play hurt. Doesn't mean he doesn't ball out on Thanksgiving and provide us some RB2 value. So I hope Duke Johnson finds a squad by August, and you should too.
All right, we just poured one out for Duke Johnson, even though Ian's eulogy was almost like he was going to come back from the dead.
Got a little emotional there, I'm not going to lie. A little musty in here.
If you want me to chug it, you got to put it on the prompt. This is up to you guys. We just do what the wheel says. The prompt had nothing about chugging it, so that's on you guys. We do get to draft whoever we want. We fulfilled the prompt. Eckler, Mixon, Chubb, Aaron Jones, Najee. This is a wide receiver heavy crowd, so you can pick your running back here if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go half point. Let's go with Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon.
I think him versus Eckler, very close. If we were full point, I would go Eckler, but I'll chase that ceiling. Volume alone, man. Mixon's a top 8 RB. Don't tell me he always gets hurt all the time. Last year was the first time, didn't play 14 games. Get the hell out of here.
What are you buying the reports? The reports are Mixon's never gonna leave the field. Can he leave the field and still pay off at this ADP?
Did you see the one? There was some, we have mainstream media messing it up where the coach was like, I mean, we're not going to play him for 75 snaps a game. Most offenses don't even have 75 snaps a game. and it gets twisted as Joe Mixon not going to have every down role. It's like, come on. No, he's going to be out there, 80% snaps, finally going to get, 60, 70 plus targets. I love it.
Okay. This one is crazy. Rank your top 5 early 2000s boy band songs. Otherwise, draft a Texan. I feel like a lot of the Backstreet Boys in sync wasn't that like late 90s too?
I'm just going to go with some of my favorite hold on. I'll go Rollin' by Limp Bizkit. I used to get down by that. Linkin Park, I was all over. That's still on my workout playlist.
I don't think that's what they mean by boy bands. I think we're talking like I Want It That Away by Backstreet Boys. Bye Bye Bye.
Those are both catchy songs. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I don't listen to this shit.
No, all right. No. It's all right. If you didn't listen to any NSYNC, Hanson, Backstreet Boys, any of that stuff.
Bro, in my house, we just had oldies, 70s and 80s rock and roll CDs. That's all my mother would let me listen to. I remember figuring out LimeWire in like 8th grade, and that's when I started getting into alternative music and stuff for the first time. As a kid, I was nothing but rock and roll.
All right. Well, you see the prompt here, right? Like
I got to text him.
Okay. I mean, I was going to help us out here. I was going to give us like a handful of Backstreet Boys and NSYNC songs, but it sounds like you just want to wave the white flag.
I think you named the 2 that I am familiar with, and that's about as far as it goes. So I give off this boy band impression, man. I'm starting to worry now.
In fact, you give off the impression that you don't even know what a boy band is. That is the most masculine.
I'm wearing a Metallica shirt right now. I mean, come on.
No. Ian, you're getting caught up in the literal definition. Boy band is more talking about a very specific genre of pop music. Yeah, not boys that are in a band.
Yeah.
Okay, what Texan are we taking? Who is the best Texan?
Common misconception. It's got to be Brandon Cooks. God,
oh my God.
Gross, though. I mean, I'd almost rather take Nico Collins out of principle, but we can go Cooks.
Dude, once you're taking pick your poison. Who do you want, Nico or Brandon?
Let's go Cooks. I can still make this draft look okay with Cooks. I can do it.
That is the challenge. I want it that way. Tell me why. See, okay, you got it.
I remember jamming out once or twice to it. Okay, that's it. What about these Deshaun Watson, the Philly rumors, man? That would cause a crisis in the fantasy street.
What is the rumors? I missed those.
Schefter on some show, like Unprovoked, was basically just like, if they're gonna trade him to someone like the Eagles. I don't want to misquote the man. There's a report out there. You guys should check it out for yourself. But basically said the Eagles would be the front runner if he's gonna be traded. And that's Schefter.
That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense. Okay, Jacob said that ask Mr. I Heart Tits, lovely touch, to change his Twitter profile picture to an NFT avatar or pick a guy whose first name starts with N, F, or T. Ian, are you in these NFT streets at all?
I messed around with the Top Shot when everyone else was. Generally, no. I'm unfortunately #too poor to be doing too much in that. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have an NFT that you would make your profile picture, or do you want to draft someone that starts with an N, an F, or a T?
Can I see the board?
Yeah. We can go to the board here.
Oh, she's gone.
No, Najee's still here.
Oh, hold on. And after a T.
With Najee Harris available in the 4th round, even for a randomizer draft, that's pretty sick. Aaron Jones still available. These guys. You guys are still in wide receiver mode from ship chasing last night.
If I did want to use a NFT Abby, I would go with a CSU Ram 88 still, because I think Peter is the gold standard of fantasy football NFT guys.
Yeah, you would make his CryptoPunk your avatar. Stolen Valor.
If Najee, give me Najee Harris though. Come on,
this
is
is
easy. Let's go.
This draft's even more ridiculous than the one last night. You take Brandon Cooks, a little bit of a reach, 60 picks ahead ADP, but it's mitigated by getting Najee, 20 picks after ADP.
Yeah, that'll freaking work. Are people just, I guess they're going after it too. Maybe we got some other randomizers going on concurrently.
Yeah. Everyone else has their own randomizer wheel that they're using. Let's see here. Oh my God, I saw this one from Josh Norris. Since Ian thinks umbrellas,
we're drafting Michigan.
Wow, he didn't even let me finish the prompt. Since Ian thinks umbrellas are pointless, he must sing a verse from Rihanna's smash hit Umbrella to draft anyone he wants or draft a player who went to Michigan. I have never seen someone so quickly choose a part of the prompt.
Yeah, I saw Josh tweet this one earlier. Good, well played, but I'm going to go ahead and go Michigan. I had to sing in front of people once in my life, and that was for freshman year of college football hazing, and I went with I Will Survive. I thought that was a good one. The guys got behind it, but no, I'm good. Let's go Michigan.
Is this because Rihanna's a boy band? Is that why you don't want to sing it? I always just remember the part where she's like, Ella, 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 Ella. She just says Ella over and over. Ella, Ella. Okay. What Michigan player do you want?
We can get the Texans stack going with Nico Collins.
Oh my God.
No, we can hope maybe do better than that. I feel like Michigan hasn't been doing anything in recent years.
Yeah. Who are our Michigan guys?
Chris Evans is not anywhere close to viable. Brady.
Oh wow, that's
Brady would make sense.
Yeah.
Braylon Edwards. He had some years.
Here we go. Let me. Asiasi. Donovan Peoples-Jones, one of my favorite sleepers.
I'm going Brady or Nico.
Okay. Brady or Nico. I mean, Brady sounds fairly palatable here.
Where do you get the QB1, man?
QB1.
Dude was playing through a torn MCL last year, as he found out today. What can he do?
Is that what they said? That's what the news is?
Yeah, apparently, man. I'm starting to think twice when we hear these guys, like people were probably just saying when Cole Beasley was just popping up with a leg injury, like, he plays through it, not a big deal. It's like, well, it's actually a broken leg that he's dealing with, but they just don't ever give us any sort of knowledge about it. AJ Brown, we had no idea he needed double freaking knee surgery by the end of the year. Apparently, Brady had the MCL tear.
Yeah, I don't know. It's also like Brady, I feel like enjoys. He has a little bit of the Big Ben in him, right? Where he wants us to know just how incredible and resilient his body is. So I feel like his camp would plant a false flag story just to make it look even more impressive what he did. So I'm calling bullshit on this.
It's like when LeBron got swept and showed up the depressor already with a cast in his hand. It's like, really, man, you're 15 minutes after the game. That was the first thing that had to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. You sidestepped the singing. You've sidestepped the boy band. Nothing can pin Ian down. Let's see if we can get him here. Here we go. Ian must tweet out that AJ Brown won't finish as a top 36 wide receiver this season or else draft Chris Herndon.
Oh my God. All right, I'll tweet it.
Okay. He's going to the Twitter.
As a top 36 wide receiver.
Silva's going to ask you if you're okay after this.
I'll even say fantasy, because if you put fantasy football in the phrase, I feel like you get picked up better. So I go, AJ Brown won't finish as the top 36 fantasy football wide receiver.
Yeah. How did you manage to retweet a Stevie Johnson highlight reel?
Look at this. Go to Stevie's profile. This is the coolest thing about me. Go to Stevie's profile. Look at his pinned tweet. He replaced me. That used to be me. Is underneath. Look at the January 15th. There I am. I used to be his pinned tweet. Stevie, how could you?
Wow. Sorry. Yeah, you got replaced. So he tweets only. All right. Hang on.
Footwork, you fraud. Oh, where's
this tweet here? Here it is. Okay. I'm already so excited to see some of the responses.
Sheesh.
Because of Julio. So because of Julio. Wager. The retweets are hacked.
Yeah.
This is what the people get for not watching randomizer drafts. There's my guys. They know what's going on. You earned that one. Yeah, you will. The quintessential is if you get Silva messaging you like, what the hell happened to you?
What do you compare you to?
Oh, yeah, he called me the once great Peter Overzet, who's now essentially the Alex Jones of fantasy football, which I'll take it, Silva.
Hey, man, Alex Jones makes a lot of money, so.
Yeah, more money than I do right now. Please buy a randomizer merch box. I mean, come on, I'm begging you. It includes. I mean, it's a legitimately good deal, guys. I mean, your dog is going to love it. Your dog is absolutely.
Do I get a discount for coming on?
I'm going to send you one, Ian. I wanted to get you one in time for the show, but I didn't get my shit together enough once we booked this. You're going to get one though. You're on the clock here.
All right, show me wide receivers.
Wide receivers: Judy, Juju, Visca, Mike Williams.
God, I did that and didn't even get a good pick out of it. Tight end, everything. Shit. I'm thinking Visca. Cue up Visca.
Okay, you want to take Visca. Have we taken Visca on the randomizer show yet this year? I think someone always gets to it before us. And I mean, I have this little highlight reel. I mean, I kind of have to play it. Little afternoon dance party.
Let's go. I'm hyped.
Did you say you were going to a concert later tonight?
Yes, Fleetwood Mac cover band. My cousin's wife is the Stevie Nicks person in it. How cool is that?
That's sick. So you getting like backstage treatment?
I think we're just in a lawn, but I was drunk, so it's all good.
Yeah, I can tell you're getting nice and litty here. I caught you at the perfect time for your pregame sesh.
Like I said, man, I'm packing, I'm moving, and you can't pack and move and not drink. I mean, that's just not cool. Same thing with mowing a lawn. There's just certain activities you got to have some alcohol.
Yeah, is that public knowledge about your move yet, or is that behind? Is that still under wraps?
I think I mentioned it on a pod, but yeah, going to Cincy, being closer to PFF there for a couple more years. We'll see what's what, maybe even more. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds, Pete? But
they're gonna get you. They'll get you in there recording pods and videos in person, right? That's the nice.
Rumor has it I might even get my own studio or something along those lines.
Ooh, so there we go.
I'm no longer just going to be in this white room.
Here we go. Ian must alternate saying "fucking." Is that how is it? It's Conor McGregor saying "fucking," but what is fucking?
Yeah, it was a lot cooler a couple years ago.
And sheesh, 20 times each in 30 seconds. If he messes up a word, you messed up a word, Frankie, or says one or two times in a row, must draft someone with an ADP after 150. Can you give this a shot here?
She.
Oh, you got to alternate. You got to alternate. You got to go.
Fucking sheesh, fucking sheesh, fucking sheesh, fucking sheesh, fucking sheesh, fucking sheesh, fucking sheesh.
Keep going.
Fucking sheesh, 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 fucking sheesh.
Okay, I think you got it.
Oh, that better make the highlights.
Yeah, I mean yeah, as long as no one interprets that as you saying fucking sheep. But thank you for taking a really nice cut at that. You have earned this pick here. And what are you talking about? I wish I was
saying umbrella at this point.
He got that. Get it out of here. Get out of here. You guys are too rough. Okay, who's our pick? We got 16 seconds.
Oh, great. Let's go David Montgomery.
David Montgomery. Okay. This is probably the first time in my life I've ever drafted David Montgomery.
Starting to come around a little bit. You see Tariq Cohen still hobbled, and we're getting the 20 carry a game offseason news. I don't know. I mean, when you got 15 seconds, there's no wide receivers out there. He's slowly starting to become a value. I think him, Mike Davis, and ETN, they were going like rounds 4 or 5 earlier this offseason. And when it was between them and like a top 20 receiver, no, I'm out. But I think the RB dead zone is becoming more and more okay because the guys are starting to fall down into the later rounds. So this Montgomery against a lot of wide receivers that I think, I don't even think there's a top 30 guy still there on my board. I'm in.
I'm more in the camp of I think Damian Williams is going to be a thing.
He will be a little bit, but if Tariq is mostly out of the picture, we'll be okay.
All right. Carl Jr., shout out to Underdogs Hayden Winks, even though he recently admitted to being a Goodfellas virgin at a very late age for societal norms, but he also recently claimed his James Conner take was one of his best. Screw hot takes, Ian. Draft the player on the board that Ian thinks he has one of his best takes about. So look at the board here, and we need a real good take. It doesn't matter who the player is.
Wait, so Hayden's never seen Goodfellas? Is that a joke?
Yeah, that is we buried the lead there. Hayden has never seen Goodfellas.
Oh my gosh. All right, my best take about one of these guys?
It can be, it can literally be anyone who's on the board as long as you have a good take. And I'd actually recommend going a little lower down because a few of these guys are going to go.
Raheem Mostert's the youngest 29-year-old in the NFL, and he's going to be a top 20 fantasy RB and outscore Trey Sermon. Does that work or what? We're supposed
Yeah. Okay. Talk to me. I didn't even know he was 29. That is pretty old, Ian.
Two guys in the Next Gen Stats database have hit 23 miles per hour with the football in their hands. Tyreek Hill and Raheem Mostert. He was resting in training camp because he's their RB freaking one. I love Trey Sermon. I'm a Columbus, Ohio lifer who's watched every goddamn Ohio State game. But like people want to say like Raheem Mostert's just like, yeah, he's going to be good until week 4. If the worst thing you can say about a guy is he's going to be hurt and he's not already hurt, like really start thinking about why you're fading that guy. Because if you want to assume Trey Sermon's going to stay healthy, I don't know, man. He couldn't, last it in Oklahoma, and he comes to Ohio State. He's in a committee until his final 3 games, then, bust his shoulder up against Alabama. So it just seems like a situation where Mostert is the guy in the year 2020 that ran for over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns in the NFC Championship. Trey Sermon's a solid 3rd-round back, but let's not get it twisted. Mostert's the lead dog there, and the fact that Sermon's been going ahead of him on underdog, man, absolutely ridiculous to me.
Sorry, I got choked up just thinking about Raheem Mostert. I like that take. I think both of them can be a smash at their ADP. I do slightly prefer Sermon just in the large field best ball stuff, just thinking like into the season, Mostert injury history and stuff. But I do agree that Mostert is going to be the lead back out of the gate. And I've been drafting a ton of both of them. I mean, I don't think the 49ers are bullshitting when they say they want to run the ball 500 times this season. That's exactly what they want to do.
And, Wayne Gallman, man, last round or 2, you never know. I actually thought he was the best, post-Saquon running back on the Giants last year. Not saying a ton when the other guys were Devontae Freeman and Deion Lewis, but I wouldn't be shocked if Gallman could actually provide some okay value where he's going.
Yeah. Okay. Peter and Ian must each draw a helicopter on a piece of paper. The chat will vote who drew it better. The winner gets to make the next pick. The loser must tweet, did you know Kalen Balaj once scored 8 touchdowns in 1 game in college? Sleeper, my guy. Okay. Do you have a piece of paper?
No, I'm packing. I packed all my damn paper.
Do you have like an app or anything where you can
Okay, yeah, good call.
Or yeah, like an MS Paint or something. You could do a screenshot. God, I'm so bad at drawing. I hate this already. I'm literally embarrassed.
Okay, I'm gonna do paint. I'm using my fingers.
Okay.
Oh man, I suck at drawing too.
Dude, I am so bad. I don't even know what a fucking helicopter looks like anymore.
Mine looks like a submarine with some weird ass thing on top.
I hate this so much. I hate this so much. I don't know what a helicopter looks like. My pen's dying. Oh my! This is so bad, guy.
Okay, let me save it. Let me save it and I'll send it to you.
Yeah. How can you send it to me?
I'll DM it to you on Twitter and then you can show it.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. This actually, like, you guys thought singing was singing was my Achilles heel. Hang on, I have to go off screen. I can't just like be opening up my DMs and okay. All right. Oh my God, yours is so much better than mine. And that's saying something.
Let's
okay.
Go.
Here, this is Ian's helicopter. It's actually like honestly pretty decent. That's mine. I don't even know
what is that? I feel like someone would at least guess that's a helicopter, maybe.
All right, chat, vote who had the better helicopter. I don't know what a fucking helicopter looks like. I need to like helicopter drawing.
Hey, can I send a link to this in the AJ Brown tweet?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. I now get it. Okay. Yeah, that's what now I remember. I was forgetting the main propeller and then the back propellers. It's been a rough show. No, I literally I haven't seen one in ages. All right, everyone says Ian wins. So you get to pick who you want, and I have to tweet out whatever that said. So who do you want to pick here, and then I'll get my tweet out.
Show me wide receiver.
Yeah, it's getting gross, buddy. Ruggs,
Oh
Beasley, Rager.
Wide receivers go, man. All right, let's keep going running backs. I'll zag.
Oh my God, Ian. I mean, just be careful. This is a dangerous game.
Damon
Okay.
Harris.
All right. Eventually, this is going to
Cream on.
Oh,
no.
I got it. I think I got it.
Whoa.
Yes.
What a G. Let's
Nimble
go.
fingers.
My
Nimble
man.
fingers.
My man. That's well done. I think you used some shortcuts on there. That's when hard work meets opportunity.
Okay. Let's see here. I have to go to my trademark lowercase style. Other ways people won't buy it. I also don't ever use hashtags, so that's gonna kind of ring untrue, but I'll tweet it as is here. Okay. The problem is like, Ian, your audience is more like rabid football audience, and they'll take you way more seriously. Like me, everyone just be like, oh, it's another joke from Peter. Like the consequences for me tweeting that are much lower.
It's okay. It's almost so absurd that people will hopefully get it. I think a better one would have been if I said like AJ Brown isn't going to be a wide receiver one, like not top 36. It's like, okay, Ian can't be that stupid, or he's just drinking pretty early. Yeah.
How is let's see how this tweet is doing here. Okay. Yeah. Pretty divisive so far. Oh, you got. Oh, that was what you were asking.
I asked you. Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't sure. I thought you were talking about like my helicopter. You're like, can I post my helicopter?
Oh, you're like, oh, sure, dude.
Reeves knows. Norris knows.
Are you okay?
Yes, this is perfect.
I saw when you got Scott Fish with the Cousins thing. I actually had no idea what was going on, but I was just like, wait a second. This sounds like the randomizer.
I did realize today I'm even worse at drawing than I am singing, and that's truly saying something. Some of these Pictionary prompts have terrified me. Ooh. Ian recently wrote an article building an NFL roster for Space Jam. Let's see if he knows his stuff. Name the 5 players whose talents were stolen for the aliens in the original Space Jam. If you cannot draft Mecole Hardman, he's gone. If he's not available, take Byron Pringle. Do you know this?
Sean Bradley, Charles Barkley, Muggsy. What's his fucking full name?
Muggsy Bogues. Yeah.
Muggsy Bogues. Isn't he out there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's 3. Oh, who are the other 2? Oh my God. Larry Bird was golfing.
Okay, I just pulled it up. So you had said Barkley, Bradley, Muggsy. Are those the 3 you got?
Yeah, I can't think of the other 2.
Okay, it's Patrick Ewing and Larry Johnson.
Oh, I could have gotten Ewing. Damn,
Ewing.
I wrote another article referencing the Ewing theory recently too. That's bad.
Yeah, the Ewing. Yeah, I think we could have gotten that with a little time. I don't think I would have gotten Larry Johnson.
Is Mecole there?
No.
How's Mecole already gone?
Ian, welcome to the summer of best ball drafts with my guys. We draft on Underdog on Monday mornings, best ball breakfast over on Ship Chasing, and we are thirsty for wide receivers. Ian, you got to read the room. You come in here, if you don't read the room, you're going to end up with 19 running backs on your team. That's what's happened. Yeah. It's
the opposite. Like if you go like a sleeper redraft, it's like, holy crap, I can get Mike Evans in round 5.
Yeah, exactly. See, yeah, mine's not even getting any of this engagement. Just no one is just like Peter's just doing another dumb tweet. So jokes on you guys.
I actually didn't know that about Kalen Balazs. That's a nice little fun fact. I like the let's see, Tomlinson, I think, had the rushing mark at like 414 for like almost like decades, and then Melvin Gordon breaks it, and then like a week later, Samaje Perine breaks it after we've gone decades without anyone touching it.
True. Okay, here we go again. We are.
And by the way, check out the Space Jam article, people. It's the first time PFF let me write something quirky like that, so we gotta get enough views for them not to be like never freaking again.
All right. Speaking of Hayden Winks, the mister who has never seen Goodfellas here. Draft a player who you think has bought a candle for himself in the last year. Of course, Ian, a noted candle lover, must be 5+ players down in the queue here. So I need you to look at the queue. I feel like we should look at wide receivers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, let's do it.
Or tight ends.
Can you name the Jacksonville Jaguar that has his own candle company?
What?
Miles Jack. I did not give you a chance to name it.
Yeah, well, you saved me because if they don't play on the offensive side of the ball and they're a skill position player I can draft in fantasy, I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I was talking to one of their beat reporters at one point, and they were saying how he's always bringing candles in the locker room to give his friends and stuff like that. So Miles Jack, candle guy. Unfortunately, we'll not be drafting him here. Let's see
here. Looking at some of these guys, it's moments like these where I realize I've kind of objectified these guys, and they are just kind of numbers on a spreadsheet for me because I don't know anything about Tre'Con Smith. I don't know anything about Hunter Henry. I mean, I could not point out Diami Brown from a lineup. Like I could not. I don't know what he looks like.
All right, guys, let's listen to me for a second here because we got a guy named Bryan Edwards who only fell to the 3rd round because he was injured. And then what happens with the Raiders? He starts the season, he gets hurt again. Can you imagine how persistent you have to be to overcome both these injuries? You would need a room full of candles just to help improve the mood and to help get you back to full health. Bryan Edwards, if he's on there, is the pick.
Okay, Bryan Edwards. Do you have a prediction on what kind of scent that candle would be?
He seems like a I was thinking of that Denny tweet where he's talking about
they took Bryan Edwards. You need to justify another candle lover and quick. No. This is what happens. Ira Black just likes messing with us.
All right. You think about guys that have had to overcome the odds over the years, players that weren't even drafted as 7 rounds went by. And you think of just the quarterback carousel, the GOAT leaves your team. Cam Newton comes in and can't do the thing. Maybe, just maybe, Jacoby Myers has been lighting one candle per day, just waiting for his chance to break into 3 wide receiver sets and be the number 1 receiver that Mac Jones knows he can. Give me Jacoby Myers.
There you go. What is your personal 101 candle scent?
Just depends, man. I love getting me those, big ass Yankee ones though, and getting like 5 or 6 at once and just lining them up. I would say like the Winter Woods, kind of the white one. It gets me hype, but it also mellows me out at the same time.
The candles get you hype?
A little bit, yeah. It's like you're taking time to like set the mood somewhere, man. And I heard one time that I guess it doesn't really apply to a situation, but if you apparently we feel that when we're nervous we can either be nervous or excited. We basically got to tell our body which one. It produces the same thing. So let's be excited, man.
I am excited. You know what? I mean, I'm going to get rid of my recessed neon lighting. I'm going to go with a full candle setup from now on.
Thank you.
All right. Search Ian's tweets and draft a player who is part of a Sheesh Alert tweet last season. Now, I can go to the Twitter search for this. How did you, would you say Sheesh Alert or just Sheesh?
It'd be Sheesh Alert, and then someone either like missing a long ball, having a touchdown nullified.
Okay. And let me, so I got a bunch pulled up. Draft. Okay. So it's just, we got to find a player who's available that got a Sheesh Alert here. I'm going to go to, oh, wow. You say Sheesh Alert a lot. Yeah. You said MVS?
In the season.
Sheesh Alert by 3rd, I mean 4th. Sheesh Alert, Josh Allen overthrows Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis is long gone.
Tyreek, Michael Pittman.
Why do you only Sheesh Alert players who are already gone? Justin Fields? Sheesh Alert, Justin Fields, is he still available?
Maybe.
We could use a second quarterback.
I also do Sheesh Alerts when I misspell something. He's gone.
He's gone. Okay, let's keep looking. Sheesh Alert, MVS is definitely. It's Sheesh Alert, Jordan Akins. If we need a tight end, Sheesh Alert, Marvin Jones is gone.
Is MVS there?
MVS is definitely there.
All right, cool. I like how you're so sure of all these wide receivers that have ADPs like outside the top freaking 50.
I'm just gonna get us a few options here. You sheeshed. Define for the people, the boomers. What does sheesh mean?
Well, it's actually got several different meanings depending on the context. It can be red wine, which is great. It can just be like like sheesh, understanding. Or in my line of work, it means that, somebody was overthrown, they dropped an open touchdown, they fumbled, they had a touchdown nullified by penalty or something, just things that kind of make you sit back and say, sheesh.
All right. Yeah. I can't believe we're going to be taking Marquez Valdez-Scantling at 12-6. My reaction to that is kind of just sheesh.
There we go. It's applicable then, man. It's a good fit. I feel like MVS gets a little bit of too much hate. He's dropped a couple big ones, but I mean, you gotta be pretty open to get those drops, and he still has a chance to be Aaron Rodgers' number 2 receiver this year. I mistakenly, I think I actually might have had another Sheesh Alert about him the other day, because I was like, what if MVS has a 3rd-year breakout? And someone was like, well, Ian, this is his 4th year, so sheesh. Maybe he has a 4th-year breakout.
What does your voodoo scented candle say about the Aaron Rodgers situation? What's your gut on that?
I think he's back, man. That dude's too competitive not to be, and we'll see. He wants to have more of a say, make more money. He just won an MVP. Now seems like a pretty good time to try to flex those muscles, but I think he'll be back.
Yeah. Okay, Pete must rush to the kitchen and prepare an Ian Hartitz-esque meal from the Twitter photos. If he succeeds, draft whoever you want. If not, draft Randall Cobb. So I definitely do not have typical, but I'm going to try. I'll be right back.
Okay. I don't know if they meant the real food. I think he just meant the Twitter photos. Oh, shit, Pete. All right, people. I will say this. I was not prepared for the, singing element of this. I wish I would have just done that, and then I could have, not drafted some of these freaking dudes I had. I can't believe the wide receivers are going this fast. I should believe it. That's what, people in these streets have been preaching, but it is what it is. And so far, through 22 minutes, we got 98 people up in arms about the A.J. Brown tweet. Let's see. I can see it because they're run heavy and just got Julio, but I would say top 20. Squidward's nose does not get the gesture. This is a cry for help. This take is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-N-A-S. Sheesh, didn't realize you woke and choose violence. Happens, people. Die a hero, live long enough to get on the randomizer. That's just how things go sometimes. By the way, this beer, Great Lakes IPA. Tasty as hell. You got that little bird thing on there. I'll take it. I don't consider myself a beer connoisseur by any stretch of the imagination, but I like it. And then somewhere around November, we'll switch to red wine. But for now, we're just going
okay. Ian, first tell the people what's like a trademark Ian kind of dish, and then I'll reveal what I made.
Quick. Can I put it in my microwave and be done eating in 5 minutes or less?
Okay, what I took away from it is you just like a bunch of random gross shit. So I have a single slice of ham. I have some mustard, some Cheerios, and then a Bud Light. Tell me this is not something you would tweet out that you are eating right now.
That works, but bro, I think the ask was like, go to my Twitter photos. I'm not sure if the person was saying, go physically make a plate of food.
No,
I think you nailed it.
It says Peter must rush to the kitchen and prepare an Ian Hartitz-esque meal from the Twitter photo.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, you nailed it. Yeah, bravo, bravo.
We are on the clock. I think we get to pick whoever we want after I did that. Let's see
17 seconds. Great.
Who said I was going to waste it? That's my dinner, Casey.
Tight ends.
Yes, tight ends. Evan
Jonnu?
Ingram, Jonnu.
Let's go, Jonnu.
Okay, we got Jonnu. All right.
Oh, I should have gone Troutman. Oh well, we'll get him next.
All right, I got it. I'm gonna tweet this out here, Ian, so people can see what an Ian Hartitz meal looks like.
Deal.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think my favorite one was like Easter or Christmas or something. We just had more of like a lunch thing, and I just had 3 naked hot dogs with ketchup, a glass of milk, and like a Blue Moon. And it was a great day to be great. It always is, but that one was even quirky for me.
Yeah, you you don't have sophisticated taste buds, is what I will say. Because that's the very polite version.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
I'll eat steak freaking any day I can, man. I will not have salad or any of that bullshit. I'll tell you that much.
This is like in my head. This is exactly what it looks like when you post something.
How many Lunchables would you say you have a year, Pete?
Lunchables? I mean, like 0.2. I probably have like a Lunchable once every 5 years.
Oh wow, I'd say my over/under is like 9.5.
9.5 a year?
Yeah, because my mom never let me have them as a kid. Now I'm an adult. It's like, do I want a Lunchable? The answer is usually yes.
Yeah, I guess I don't go and buy Lunchables at the store, I guess is kind of why I don't. Yeah.
Bro, the big packs come with a Capri Sun. Like, how could you not love that?
I haven't had a Capri Sun since the second Clinton administration either, Ian. Okay, name all the helicopter plays from last year. If successful, draft whoever you want. If not, draft Cordell Patterson. I didn't. This wasn't a dig at you. I think it was just trying to recall who was helicoptered. Can you do this?
I can't name all 14 guys. I can tell you all the winners. We got Justin Herbert. Yeah, it was Justin Herbert. So there we go. We sure nailed that call in week 11 or 12 or so. So yeah, there we go, people.
I feel like I remember like 2 Marquise Browns. I feel like Marquise Brown was a go-to. I remember a Marlon Mack. I remember
Marlon did. I think he gave me like 100 yards and 1 touchdown a couple times in the year before. Will Fuller, goose egg against the Ravens, hamstring allegedly. Kenny Golladay got hurt when I helicoptered him. It was getting bad, man. Like guys were just dropping like flies as soon as I sent that out there. I went Todd Gurley week 1, thinking, hey, maybe this guy's knees could last, more than a day. Apparently not. Who else am I going with?
I do think just by the letter of the law, we do have to draft Cordell Patterson, but I'm going to guess you're not that upset about it.
Hey, it's all good. I bitched out and took Ronald Jones 1 week. Yeah, I can't name them all. But
yeah. So are the Choppers, are they going to make a return, or are the Choppers like my drawings retired?
We'll see. I think I've gotten it's fine. It's always been something. I probably beat myself up a little more than I should.
Yeah.
Man, in 2019, like those things were just happening. I was winning freaking every other week, it seemed like. I was like, oh, I got this, and then hitting that dry spell, it was I could win like, hundreds of dollars or thousands, whatever the hell you want to say, on DraftKings. But if I lost the helicopter, I'd be like more upset about that. So I feel now I'm in a better place with it all. And I can take it if at Joe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tells me to go to hell after a guy gets hurt in the second quarter and isn't able to play. So yeah, man, I think they'll be back. And as always, feel free to fade or play at your own risk. They'll always remain free.
No,
So.
I like, trust me, I get it. People being assholes online, but it is such a fun thing that I think, do you like, what is your Twitter strategy? Are you a mute guy? Are you a block guy? Or are you just like, I'll just ignore it and they can keep coming and coming?
I just mute, and because I feel like if you want to look and say what you want to say, then go ahead. But I've heard other people complain about the blocking and all that. I would just say the one mistake I see people in our industry make, man, like just don't quote tweet and deal with all these idiots. Like just don't give them that attention. And it's just, I don't think it's a good look up or anything. I guess some people deserve it, but I'm usually if someone's egregious, I'll just mute them. If you want to talk ball, I'm always down, man. I don't, I'm not one of those guys that checks if you're following me or all that. If you have something interesting to say about football, let's do it. I just wish, man, I wish the people that know everything, let me know when I send it out on a Sunday morning. Don't wait till 4 p.m. to tell me it was a bad play.
Yeah, no, I got you. Password. Pete must give a 1-word clue for a player he wants to draft. The clue cannot include position, team, or rhymes with. If your guest gets it wrong by the time you're on the clock, select Jared Goff. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at the board, look at the position we need.
Okay.
Okay, we are on the clock. Is it 1 word? A 1-word clue. Okay, so my 1-word clue is going to be Alabama.
Is he visible right now?
Yes.
Okay. Tua.
Yeah.
Boom.
I was thinking we need another quarterback here.
Yeah.
And Tua looks pretty nice at pick 175 there.
Yeah, we'll take that, man. I mean, he didn't get much help last year. I know Fitzpatrick outplayed him, but Fitzpatrick's been a pretty damn good quarterback for the last 3 years. So give him Will Fuller, Jalen Waddle. Those are 2 types of guys I think we could expect to open up the offense. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid too much. I'd still take guys like Kirk Cousins and the first-round rookies over him, but I can see how it works out.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm with you on the first-round rookies. I've definitely been taking those guys. Kirk, I still feel like there's a little – like we know what Kirk Cousins is there. Lou takes Kirk Cousins right after us. Whereas I feel like with Tua, I feel like the deck was a little stacked against him. COVID shortened year, still recovering from the injury. Now they load up Waddle, Fuller. Like the landscape feels different for me. And like, I'll be completely willing to admit I was wrong on Tua if he flops again this year. But I think there's enough variables that have changed that there's room for optimism.
Man, I remember when he hit, Jakeem Grant in the freaking face mask, like would have been like a 90-yard touchdown, had a bunch of drops against the Chiefs. Actually, like did pretty well in that game. I mean, the wide receivers and people he was throwing to over the last 8 weeks of the year was absolutely horrendous. So I'm happy they gave him this chance for this year because I didn't think he was even put in a position to succeed.
All right, Pete must Google image search for motivational quotes, and then before Pete and Ian can mention a player's name, they must read one quote aloud that represents the player they want to talk or draft about. So let me get some motivational quote. I assume or did he say posters? Is that what he meant? I don't know. I kind of like the posters one as far as the visual stuff here.
For sure.
Yeah, so we got the excellence, believe and succeed, dare to soar, achievement, integrity, walk the talk. Let's look at a player we want to draft, and then we can maybe.
Do you watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah, I haven't seen a bunch of them. What's the reference?
This is one they go into they're like waiting for like a therapist, and there's just a picture of this guy eating a hot dog, and it just says courage, and that's it. And Morty's like, what the hell is so courageous about eating a damn hot dog?
That is your Ian. Do you know what's courageous is posting a photo that you're eating like a boiled hot dog for dinner. That's what's courageous.
Those are my only. I will say this: I might have better food taste than Adam Levitan. I might not be the worst in the industry. I would like to duel Levy sometime with that.
Yeah, I feel like that would need to be fleshed out. Okay, who do you want to take, and then we will find a motivational poster that matches them.
Is Troutman still available?
Let's see. No, Troutman's been going pretty early in these. We got Ferkser, Gronk. I'm admitting Hunter Henry, unless you want to go robust Patriots tight end.
Nah, I'm kidding. I'll go Ferkser.
Okay, let's now Ferkser. So he was very popular before the Julio trade. Things have cooled off a bit. People call it what? ETR calls him the Ferk Daddy. What is something that we need here? I mean, teamwork is the essence here. For him
and Ryan Tannehill with their chemistry and their proven teamwork and commodity together.
So maybe friendship.
Commodity. That's a tough word.
It is. How about the friendship between Tannehill and Ferkser? Friends show their love in times of trouble, not happiness.
Like third down under pressure, you throw to your tight end.
There we go. I think that fits the bill for sure. Okay, we have 2 more picks left, so we're at a 2-5-7-2 construction. Fairly reasonable. After we got all those. Yeah.
Are all your fans right now shaking seeing that an early RB robust lineup cannot look that bad?
Oh, they're triggered. They're beyond triggered. What they will say, and I know I can speak for them, they'll say they don't love Byron Pringle being your wide receiver 4. If I could speak for the peanut gallery.
Okay, that's a fair point. I would argue that Jacoby is our wide receiver 4, and Cordarrelle's a running back anyway. Why is Underdog listing Cordarrelle as a wide receiver now that I'm here with a customer representative?
I know it actually bums me out because Lynn Bowden is listed as a running back, and that's kind of a cheat code when you're going really thin running backs. And I wish Patterson was listed like that as well, because then he's just like a perfect 4th, 5th running back at the end of drafts.
I did a favorite last round best ball thing before the draft, and Lynn Bowden was all over that. But unfortunately, he's going to hit the bench behind Mr. Jalen Waddle.
Yeah. It's looking thin for him and Preston Williams right now for sure. All right. Name every Ohio State starting QB since 2010. If unable, draft Terrell Pryor.
All right. We had Terrell Pryor, and then I believe it went – who's that white guy we had between Braxton? There's some guy between Braxton, then we had Kenny Guyton, and then it went JT Barrett, Cardale Jones, Dwayne Haskins to Justin Fields. I'm missing the guy that started in 2011 for like 2 games.
Okay, I think I have a list pulled up. I do see a very generic white guy whose name I literally had never heard. Who did you say after him?
It was Braxton, Kenny Guyton, JT Barrett, Cardale Jones, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields.
Yep. So you got all of them. Yeah. So you're missing this one from 2011.
He literally only started it wasn't Beckham.
He was a senior, and he
it was terrible.
He
Well,
started over
one of the
Braxton Miller. He hadn't started a game since high school.
I don't know. That's the one I'm forgetting. It's freaking ridiculous. That was the Luke Fickle year. The last time.
How about Joe Bowserman?
Joe Bowserman. That was the last year Ohio State lost to Michigan. How about that?
There you go. All right, Joe Bowserman. That means we failed. Wait, who do we have to draft?
Is Pryor even in the player pool?
That's a good question, actually.
He shouldn't.
Yeah,
be.
he is. We do need wide receivers, Ian.
Oh no! Yeah. When's the last time Terrell Pryor was on a team?
Oh
my God!
Shout out to Underdog.
Do you remember the? Yeah, thanks, Underdog. Do you remember the Adam Pac-Man Jones thing when he just like starts? They asked him about the matchup with Terrell Pryor, and he just goes on the rant about garbage. And he like picks up the garbage can. He's like, "Guess what? Talk to Terrell Pryor. He's right here."
Exactly. Okay, we have one more pick, Ian. These drafts always fly by. Very much appreciate you coming on and being subjected to all of this lunacy.
The mentions are still on fire.
Are they on fire for the AJ Brown one?
116. 115 likes, though. I think some people.
All right. Draft one of the 4 most recent players PFF has tweeted about. If they're all gone, draft an NFC West RB. So we got to go to what's my best bet? Is it PFF Fantasy?
Yeah, go Fantasy.
All right. PFF Fantasy, the last 4 tweets. Okay, so the draft guide, that doesn't count. That's pinned. Eckler, not available.
Akers,
I see Everett. Everett as a sleeper.
I'm down.
Let's see what Everett's. Nope, Everett is gone.
Yeah, I feel like he's been going early.
We can look at one more tweet. Otherwise, I think we have to.
Nah, there's no one.
Cam Akers. No, why won't the account tweet about, Mo Alley Cox? Come on. Like, what's going on?
Oh, man. I actually have been getting Mo Alley Cox in a lot of these later rounds. It's a missed opportunity. I should have looked ahead on this.
NFC West running back. NFC West.
Benjamin's season. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, Rashad Penny's available here.
Ooh, Penny might actually work. Man, when Daigle and I used to do an Underdog stream on Fridays before the artists formerly known as Rotoworld were done with my drunken hijinks and Silva saying the F word too many times. So
yeah.
They end up pulling that stream, but I was talking these guys into Rashad Penny, I was trying to talk them into Rashad Penny. It never actually worked for quite a while, but then it came out he's still recovering from this damn knee thing. Oh, I would actually go Wayne. I think I go Wayne Gallman ahead of Penny at this point.
Yeah, you want to stack up Mostert and Gallman?
We already have Mostert.
I mean, we've done crazier things in this draft. Like, no one is going to look at this draft and be like, you took 2 San Francisco 49ers running backs. They might be distracted by Terrell Pryor first.
That's a good point. With that said, let's go Penny. I think his best case scenario is higher.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go.
Hold on, Ian. First question. What's up with the 2 49ers running backs?
Yeah, that's what we would call burying the lead for sure.
My goodness.
What are the?
I came pretty good. I think I saw your final randomizer standings last year, and I was like in second. Which I'm not here to celebrate silver, but it is what it is.
So Penny goes. The chat is pushing for Gallman. You want to go Gallman with Penny gone?
Yeah. There are still some Benjamin stands out there. Every time you tweet about a Cardinals running back, you always get the one guy. It's like, what about
Exactly. I know they. I was one of the Eno guys last year. I wanted to believe, which probably means I should get some Eno this year. That's how this works with the flop lag. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, man, it's just post hype.
Okay, Ian, we have completed our squad here. I want you to be able to give a little rundown here of how you think we did. Give us some of those patented Ian hot takes. Really tell a story on how this team could win this league.
So if you look at the quarterbacks, having the overall QB1 and Tom Brady, fresh off his 2021 MVP year, was when I knew this lineup was going to come in first. And having Tua, provide similar QB at low-end QB1 value was also a nice surprise. Joe Mixon, just the biggest 3-down workhorse in the league. We got to feel good about that. And Najee Harris, we got 2 guys playing 90% snaps. Dave Montgomery, after Tariq spends the rest of the season on IR, is going to be great. Mostert and Kareem Hunt inexplicably take over their backfields, and Wayne Gallman fills in at the end of blowouts enough to be a low-end RB2. Calvin Ridley, top 5 receiver. Brandon Cooks, top 15 receiver. Laviska Shenault, top 16 wide receiver. goes on and on, man. Terrell Pryor comes out of retirement and signs on with the Los Angeles Rams. Somehow steals Sean McVay's heart. Jacoby Myers rises up the pecking order. Byron Pringle is the wide receiver 2 that Patrick Mahomes never knew he needed so bad. MVS with a rejuvenated Aaron Rodgers balls the hell out. Cordero Patterson, I mean, what more do you need? The leading rusher and the leading receiver from the Atlanta Falcons in one player. Absolutely love it. Jonnu Smith is a tight end 1 after Hunter Henry goes down in week 2. Anthony Ferguson is the overall tight end 3 after, A.J. Brown just gets so heart-bent and just, pissed off about my tweet that sends him into an unfortunate mental disarray.
Because I feel like you're actually in you're probably in the territory where you actually get you could get like AJ Brown replying to this tweet.
Oh man, that'd be bad. I feel so bad. I'm giving that guy so much love, bro. I had Aaron Jones coming at me one time when I said he was like RB. I think I said he was RB5, and he was like, come on, and like sent some gif of him like looking surprised. I was like, dude, the entire industry has you like 8 or lower and you're coming at me. But whatever. Yeah,
I absolutely love it. Ryan McDowell gets a very random take.
Bro, so many people don't realize my avatar is Johnny Depp and like Hunter S. Thompson. Like, come on. And then they'll at me when they see someone else with it and they're like, quit stealing iHeart's avatar. It's like, this is my jawline is not that good looking, people. Come on.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, I did put that as you had your custom emoji in the chat. If you guys want to use the Ian avatar, you get the fear and loathing there. And Matt here, Ian could be a car salesman or a politician after that summary. I mean, that's a spin zone. I mean, I was sitting here going, sheesh, this isn't looking too bad now.
I don't know about politics, but I do need to sell my car. If anyone wants an 07 Audi A8 that has a couple $1,000s worth of repair needed, hit me up.
Well, Ian, I'm going to get you on your way because I know you have a concert to go to tonight. For everyone watching, I'm going to do the drawing for the randomizer box winner after that. But I do want to get Ian on his way so he can crush a few more beers before the Fleetwood Mac cover band concert. Ian, always a pleasure doing the show with you. One of my favorite guests to have on the show. I think it's an annual tradition at this point. Let the people know what's going on over at PFF.
Always a pleasure, my man. Yeah, as we were saying before, I even got an interview with the Mans back in the day. So look forward to more of these in the future. But yeah, check out the PFF Fantasy Football Podcast. All my articles, pff.com. At iHeart, it's on Twitter. Other than going to Fleetwood Mac cover bands, I have very little life outside of just relating whatever I can think about to football. So just always trying to have a good time while we do it. And yeah, good stuff, man. Would love to have you back on the PFF Fantasy Pod here at some point too.
Yeah, remember my controversial take of if I could become like one player, I chose Jason Sanders from the Dolphins.
That shook me. I just wasn't expecting it. No, and you were right. And I was shook on my own podcast, and I haven't forgotten that. That's when I needed to come back.
Didn't he get a massive contract like right after that too? Or had he just gotten it? Yeah.
He had just gotten like over $20 million. And I was like, well, that's actually a good point. And I hate kickers. And oh man.
I'm sorry. I like popped one of the Cheerios from my Ian Hartitz meal and it like went down the wrong tube and now I'm like dying. All right, everyone, Ian Hartitz, follow him on Twitter. He actually loves AJ Brown. So don't, be fooled otherwise. Ian, we'll see you around, buddy.
See you guys. Take care, man.
All right, guys. Thank you to Ian for coming on the show. I am going to do our giveaway drawing right now. Let's see here. I'm getting my wheel all set up. The wheel is set up here. So for you guys who are not aware, I don't know how you couldn't be. I actually do want to, for people who didn't see on Twitter, there is something going on with the randomizer boxes. And I do kind of want to show you guys that right now. So real quick before we do this, I want to give kind of a state of the union about the randomizer boxes. So when I made these randomizer merch boxes, I created them for humans. But a disturbing trend has recently emerged. And what I'm now realizing is I might have accidentally made a merch box for dogs. It's tough coming to grips with the fact that I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on this project and I didn't even have the correct species as the target demographic. Instead, we're gonna market the box to canines going forward. So if your dog would like a new Frisbee, a new chew toy, a little glass to lap water out of. If your dog likes playing best ball, the box includes $25 on Underdog. I should have seen this coming. Woof, woof. So yeah, huge marketing fail by me, but we press forward. There were a few questions about whether the guest spot was for a human or for a dog. I mean, at this point, it is technically for a dog. That's kind of between you and your canine friend to kind of hash out. So whatever kind of agreement you guys come to, I would prefer to talk to the dog. I know there's kind of the whole lack of opposable thumbs thing that might make it complicated, but I technically end up doing all the drafting, so I think it would be okay. But we can figure that offline. So without further ado, thank you to everyone who's bought randomizer merch boxes. The people who bought the royalty tier, the extra tier, that's coming with a gift card that I'll be sending you guys shortly. I'm going to get the full store up here soon. And it also included 2 extra raffle tickets. So the people who got that have 3 entries in here. The base level box came with 1 entry. I'm going to shuffle this up, and I will let you guys know I'm going to do another one of these probably mid-August. So we'll ultimately end up being 2 special guest randomizer shows. And if I sell out of these, I'll probably add a third. Right now, it's going to be 2. And I'm going to do some other prize wheel drawings too. I have some fun stuff to add on. We could do a best ball breakfast appearance. I got some fun stuff. So if you miss out on this, there are going to be other prize opportunities for the wheel. All right, I'm done vamping. I'm shuffling. This is to be a featured guest on the randomizer show. If you happen to not want to do that, we can work that out as well. You could defer it to someone else. Who do I see? Silas. It's my guy Silas. I'm very stoked for Silas to win this because I know he was so excited to get the box that he was purchasing it, I believe, in the car when they dropped, because bless his heart, he thought they were going to sell out. They have not sold out. And also forgot to use promo code Pete for free shipping. That is true. If you use promo code Pete at the checkout, you get free shipping. And I refunded Silas because he missed that, and I knew he would normally not miss that. So I'm very stoked to do a show with Silas, club VIP member, randomizer head, ship chasing guy, man's coin owner, all the overs at boxes. Silas be checking them. Can't wait to do a show with Silas. Is Silas in the chat here? Let's see. I'm trying to see. Is Silas in the chat? Okay, no, Silas isn't watching. All right, he's done. He's dead to me. No, we will do the show with Silas. Very excited for that. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Hope you've been enjoying your randomizer boxes. I hope your dog has been enjoying it. You know, you got your Frisbee, you got your chew toy, you got your bottle openers, all that good stuff. I am going to be gone next week. I don't think I'm going to be doing a randomizer show next week. I did book, I'm going to go on the Gauntlet show with Hayden and Josh Norris. I'm going to do that next Thursday. But no shows at night, no randomizer shows. Going to take it easy next week for the most part. So we will be back better than ever in a couple of weeks. If you guys haven't been in the Discord, that's a lot of fun. You can become a member down on the channel. That's where we get all of our brainstorming, all of our prompts, and get access to the drafts as well. So appreciate you guys. Hope you have a great weekend. I hope your dog enjoys the randomizer boxes. We'll see you soon.